Hello, my name is Leanne Darby, and I am a social worker student and volunteer with Lutheran Community Services Northwest. Today, I would like to raise awareness about Idaho House Bill 693 and discuss how this proposed legislation may impact vulnerable families and organizations that serve them. Idaho House Bill 693 proposes increased penalties related to immigration enforcement within the state. One provision in particular concerns involves what's described as harboring aliens. If interpreted broadly, this language could criminalize individuals or organizations that provide shelter, services, or assistance to undocumented immigrants. While the bill is intended to strengthen immigration enforcement, it may unintentionally affect nonprofit and faith-based organizations that provide humanitarian aid to individuals and families in crisis. Lutheran Community Services Northwest is a nonprofit social service agency committed to helping refugees, immigrants, humanitarian parolees, and asylum seekers establish stable and fulfilling lives within their new communities. The organization provides wraparound case management, access to housing and employment resources, immigration legal counsel, assistance with obtaining work permits, and guidance through complex immigration processes. These services help families achieve stability, self-sufficiency, and long-term success. In addition, Lutheran Community Services Northwest operates the Safe Families program, which works to keep families together and prevents children from entering foster care system. Safe Families provides temporary respite care for children while parents address challenges such as housing, instability, unemployment, or medical needs. The program also connects parents with essential resources including food assistance, childcare, housing support, and employment opportunities. The goal of this program is prevention, strengthening families before crisis leads to family separation. If the harboring provision within House Bill 693 is applied to organizations providing humanitarian assistance, agencies like Lutheran Community Services Northwest may face legal risks simply for supporting undocumented individuals. This could create fear among families seeking help and discourage organizations from offering critical services. As a result, families may avoid accessing housing assistance, food support, or childcare resources even during times of crisis. The potential consequences extend beyond immigration policy. When families are unable to access preventative services, children may face increased instability or unnecessary placement into foster care. Communities may also see increased homelessness, poverty, and unmet mental health needs. Policies that unintentionally restrict access to support services can ultimately create greater strain on social systems rather than strengthening community safety. As a social work student and volunteer, I believe that supporting families, promoting dignity, and preventing harm are essential responsibilities within our communities. Humanitarian assistance and family preservation efforts should not place service providers or volunteers at risk for helping those in need. I encourage Idaho residents to learn more about House Bill 693, review how the term harboring is defined within the legislation, and contact state legislators to advocate for clear protections for nonprofit and faith-based organizations providing humanitarian services. Community members can also support organizations like Lutheran Community Services Northwest that work every day to strengthen families and promote stability. Families seeking safety and opportunity deserve compassion, support, and access to resources that help them thrive. Idaho can remain a state that values both community safety and human dignity. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about this important issue.